We were lucky to be the first stem cell laboratory in the UAE.
Today's subject is very exciting that I'm going to be discussing with esteemed panelists, and it's very, very dear to my heart. And it's all about unleashing the power of advanced diagnostics and regenerative marvels. Our esteemed panelists are Ali Abdelrazak, the Chief Operating Officer of CellSafe Arabia, Her Excellency Dr. Mariam Matar, who is the founder and chairperson of UAE Genetic Diseases Association, and Arindam Haldar, who is the CEO of Pure Lab. Welcome once again. Before I will hone into the depth of the subject that we have already discussed before, I want to ask all of you a general question, which is, how do you envision AI to transform and boost innovation within personalized healthcare?
With AI, there's a lot you can do. So we are looking at more of a specialized diagnostic, so it will be easier to diagnose patients when it comes to diseases and deciding the treatment, because you will have access to the entire database.
Yeah.
What I feel is, whether you call it machine learning, deep learning, AI, the recent buzzword is generative AI.
Yeah.
For healthcare, I think the true game changer will be when we develop this AI engine with patient in the center, and the guardrails of the algorithm or engine is developed under the guidance of the medical experts. So that's where it will be. And as we were talking some time back, a large part of our healthcare today is still what we call reactive sick care.
Okay.
We still take care of people who are already ill, already have gone to a doctor. The true shifting of needle or shifting of the center of gravity would be when we shift that to a proactive wellness care or health care, and that's where I think AI can play a huge, huge role. Of course, there are some consideration, ethical consideration, AI bias, and so on and so forth. But we can handle all of that in time. Thank you.
Her Excellency.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I believe, in my opinion, that the AI simply will reposition the healthcare in the right place. In my opinion, since 1946, what we are providing human being, it's through a cure care system. We wait for a human being to be sick, to knock the door, to provide them what we have to provide. But with artificial intelligence, the whole concept will be the right one. So right one, today, we will live in the right healthcare system, because what we have till today, it's simply a cure care system, nothing related to health. So artificial intelligence will help the human being to be provided those particular services through a healthcare system, not a disease care system.
Yeah, so it's more of a reactive system, right? So, absolutely. Her Excellency, aging gracefully is something that a lot of us strive for. In your opinion, and in your very impressive career, what are some of your key insights in that regard?
So I always remind myself, my nightmare is my wrinkles. I don't like to look old. I don't want to age. And my journey with maintaining my health started back in 2011 when I went to Planet Japan to do my postgraduate in regenerative medicine and clinical genetics. And it was a whole sliding door for me. I came to know, and I had a better understanding about us as a human being, that we can live the age for as it is written in our destiny by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but in a good health till the last moment, where we will not be a burden on the community or the people who loves us. So I can tell you simply, when I started back in 2011, nobody was talking about epigenetics. Nobody was talking about a microbiome. I suffered to find a place where I can get this knowledge in the Arab countries or in, let's say, United States or in Europe. it was very underdeveloped. So the only place where I found those places and a credible center, it was in Far East, and in particular in Japan, in New Zealand, Australia, and in Singapore and Malaysia. And the rest was a history. So right now I am 48 years old.
MashaAllah.
My ovary is 24 years old. My kidney and liver is 16 years old. And again, it's not what I feel. It is a very credible investigation and test which we do, and we measure 5 main elements of our cells. So we measure the stability of the cell membrane, we measure our mitochondria, how efficient and the total number, and then we measure something called telomeres, and in the same time we measure how healthy, quantitative and qualitative wise, our microbiome. And when I talk about microbiota, as you know, microbiome is the environment which the microbiota live in. And I don't talk only about large intestine. I talk about those microbiota who's living in our hair, under our axilla, in the private areas. And on top of all of those, we measure how healthy and accurate is our biological clock. And that's all consequently will affect our hormones. And by having a respect to all these 5 elements, we will be able to recycle our biological clock without even the use of a stem cell or its derivative. And I was so happy today to see Pura. Pura, it is, I believe, one of a very strong infrastructure which will help human beings to do better. So thank you. So if we talk about how to maintain it, if you cannot change anything in your life, if you cannot acquire any of those healthy skills, please take care of your sleep. You cannot imagine, my dear, how miracle is the whole biology in our body. Only if we respect the mother nature and we respect our biological clock. So if we sleep before 11 p.m., we will have a very healthy 5 cycle of sleep, and that would be enough for our body to maintain whatever wrong went throughout the day, and we will give enough time for the natural killer cell to do their own investigation and find out if there is any nasty cell decided to be a cancerous, it will take care of the rest.
Thank you very much, Her Excellency. Alia, so stem cells, which is the buzzword that everyone is talking about. What has been the stance of the UAE stem cells development?
We were lucky to be the first stem cell laboratory in the UAE. We got support back in 2005 when we opened. The government of UAE, it always supported us, and we had a lot of partnerships with hospitals and government entities to support and bring more innovative ideas and more treatments to the country. Recently, we also had with CellSafe, because we expanded in the USA, we had it the other way around. We took from here the idea and went into the USA market. A lot of people are looking to come and get treatments from there to here because it's regulated, they trust the UAE, and it's easier.
It's amazing. I think also we were discussing approvals and how the UAE has really embraced the whole research, and
they do. They support the research. They support the innovation of ideas. Even for Abu Dhabi, at the moment, we are going to open a laboratory in collaborations with ADSCC. So there's always support from the government. They want more, and they push you to be more innovative and bring more ideas to the table.
Amazing, always at the forefront. Arundam, AI. I think it's a subject that is also very big these days. How do you think AI can contribute to enhance diagnostic accuracy in early disease detection?
Sure. That's a deep question. And what I truly feel is, and picking up from my earlier thought, if we can truly use AI to sort of supplement the basic genetic information that we have, like country had a commendable effort in the Immunity Genome Project. But as I'm sure the experts on my panel will say, it is not the genetic mutations alone. There are somatic mutations that happens later, the epigenomics, the role of environment. So what we need to do is marry that data, the genetic code, with ongoing screening. Some of it probably needs to be mandated as well from the authorities. And supplement that with clinical data, that should read from your wearables, the lifestyle data as well. And AI can truly make wonders, where I believe as a human being, if I can have deeply personalized data on my app, which is personal to me, but when it goes to the back end for doing the mining, it becomes anonymized, so that it takes care of the concern that I will have regarding privacy. So if I can truly do that, that will be amazing. And people have always said prevention is better than cure, which of course it is always. The next best, closest to prevention is early detection. And that's where early screening can really help.
I think early prevention through AI is like a dream that's in our heads, because we all want our families and our loved ones to stay healthy as long as they can. Thank you very much, everyone, for this very, very interesting panel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.